The man was about to be mauled to death by a brown bear, but instead of fighting back, he forced himself to lie still on the ground, playing dead. When the bear saw no movement, it finally wandered away. Then the man pulled out a knife to ambush it, but the bear seemed to have expected it. In the next instant, it swung its massive claws and launched another ferocious attack. Their struggle sent them both tumbling into a ravine. No one knew how much time had passed before his teammates finally found him. When they pulled the body aside, they were stunned. No one could believe how he had survived. His injuries were so severe that even the medic was helpless, resorting only to stitching his torn flesh together. But the deputy leader was furious at the sight, calling it a waste of everyone's time. By the next day, the man's condition hadn't improved. In fact, he had developed a raging fever. The weather was turning worse by the hour. At this rate, even if they didn't starve, they'd be trapped and frozen to death in the coming blizzard. The captain reluctantly decided to leave the man behind, but he couldn't bring himself to do it. Instead, he offered $7,000 to anyone willing to see him off for the last time. Hearing there was money to be made, the deputy volunteered eagerly, promising to take care of him, but the man wasn't dead. In fact, he was slowly regaining his strength. The deputy realized that as long as the man stayed alive, he wouldn't get the reward, so he pressed a piece of cloth over the man's mouth and nose, trying to suffocate him. Just then, the man's son rushed in and kicked the deputy away. The deputy counterattacked instantly. The man watched helplessly as his son was killed before his eyes, his own body bound tightly with rope. The deputy buried the man in the snow, leaving only his head exposed, hoping nearby wild animals would finish him off. But he had underestimated the man. After surviving the night, the man freed himself from the ropes. Looking at his son's mangled body, he swore to take revenge.